Hi, I'm Jan Foreman. Welcome to Daily Hope. Recently, many of us felt that 5.2 earthquake. I was sitting at home, and when I felt the shaking, not knowing how long it was going to last, I quickly ran outside. So, where do you run when you sense danger or feel the ground move? When what you thought was secure is suddenly shaken. Today's verse in Proverbs 18:10 tells us where to run. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous runs into it and is safe. What truly makes us safe? Our relationship with God. My best protection comes from knowing Him. It's the name of the Lord, which is who God is. It's the name that God gave to Moses. I am that I am. God doesn't define himself by anything in all of creation, including time. He is, he was, and will always be. And then later, God further describes himself to Moses. I am the Lord, I am that I am, the compassionate and gracious God, slow to anger, abounding in love and faithfulness, slow to anger, forgiving wickedness, rebellion, and sin. All of these qualities are embodied in God's name, and that is our strong tower. In ancient times, when this was written, a farmer or shepherd out in the field was vulnerable to raiding parties, and so when danger threatened, they would run into these fortified towers, which put them up above, looking down on the invaders. Those words, is safe, can also mean to be set on high, and that contrasts the very next verse, a rich man's wealth is his strong city and like a high wall in his own imagination. In other words, folks who have wealth can imagine those riches will protect them and look down on danger with a false sense of security. So, what makes you feel safe? Is it being in a familiar place or with your favorite people? Or maybe it's having financial security. That's that contrasting fortress we just read about. Because when the world shakes and we sense danger, we will run somewhere. What cannot be shaken and will remain forever is who God is, the great I am, and our relationship with Him. And we're eternally secure because we run to Him. Jesus is our ultimate strong tower. Our greatest danger is death because of sin, being separated from God forever. We can't run to our riches or our friends or our good behavior to save us, but we can run to Jesus for forgiveness and eternal life. And as we trust in Him, we are perfectly safe in God. You know, old European castles had in their very center a fortified tower called the Keep, and that's where the king would stay during battles. So we can think of Jesus as our king who wants us to run to Him so He can keep us safe. Because of Jesus, we are kept by God. So we trust in Jesus for our salvation, and we trust in Him for the little battles and the little earthquakes that happen here on earth along the way. And we keep running to Him, knowing His wonderful name and who He is will protect us now and forever. And that is our only true place of safety. God bless you.